So we're out here, we're on the go, and we're just gonna get right into it. So if you could, please like and subscribe.
Please like and subscribe.
And yesterday turned out to be a pretty rough day. I ended up not handling myself very well, as I want to spread love and joy in my life. I ended up giving in to the anger and the frustration, and I'm forgiving myself and giving myself grace. And as all this is a work through, and
Bring that out.
there's certain things that, you know,
Let's go pee.
the ex has been watching my runs, and so she has been learning from them and doing better, from just watching my runs and listening to the stuff that I say. But she left a pretty rude message, and she said that I was lying on my runs, and I was listening to them. I was going back through. I don't really know what she's talking about, but we're not here to talk about what she thinks or anything like that. We're here to talk about my improvements and where I'm making the best part of my life to be the rest of my life. So yesterday I was disappointed in the things that I said, and I said some pretty mean things due to some circumstances. And I'm not going to get into the dirty details, as I have my daughter with me, and she just needs to be a kid, huh? And she enjoys, and she has been loving everything about who I am becoming, and she reassures me at a constant, so she makes everything a lot easier. And so beyond the problem of me giving into anger, and instead of taking a step back, instead of ignoring the things that are said, I gave in and acted like my old self again. And it's not like I took a step back or anything, but it did end up keeping me up throughout the night. And yesterday was a really good day, up until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I found out some information that ended up making me go through just a whirlwind of struggle, and in my own head, and just basically getting frustrated with myself as I was unable to control my actions. So I pretty much got about 3 hours of sleep last night, and today has been a very hard day and quite a big struggle. It's getting dark out, huh? And so that struggle, not yet, pretty soon though, that struggle is due to my thoughts in my head. And as I let somebody else, you know, break down my strong-mindedness that I'm trying so hard to secure, and let out hate versus love and peace, it's not what I want to do. No matter what somebody does to me, no matter what they say, I want to be, come on Atlas, stop pulling. I want to be level-headed before I commit to an action. And we can go this way. So from now on, anytime that I start to feel my body change, anytime that I talk to people that do end up setting me off, I will be very diligent with myself, and I will be very slow talking, and might even end the conversation before it begins, so that way I am not feeling that way before a conversation begins with those people. And as I'm going down this road and learning, it is a lot harder than what I really thought it was going to be able to control myself, as I have made many mistakes throughout my life, and I continue to make those mistakes instead of learn from them up until just about a month ago. But the changes that I am making are a lot better for the people who appreciate the changes, and the changes that I'm making are a lot worse for the people that don't appreciate those changes. So as much as it irritates me, it irritates them as well, and backlash ends up happening. Atlas, stop pulling. Hey, stop pulling. And so today, I woke up and I had to make phone calls, and I had to do a bunch of different stuff. So we're out here walking at the nighttime, and my checklist is still not finished, and it's 6:30 at night. So it doesn't mean that my checklist isn't going to get finished. It just means that it got held back, as I will always finish my checklist on the daily basis, and I will push other things off, as my checklist is what makes me feel proud of myself and happy. And it's very important for the kid, as she loves a checklist too. And after the walk today, we're going to be stopping at Meijer, and we're going to be getting a whiteboard for her so she can have her own little checklist. And so as I continue to go down the path of self-improvement, my kid seems to enjoy it more and more every single day, and we get so much closer. Today is the last day I have her for the next 7 days.
And I need help with the words.
Yes. And so the next 7 days is going to be a lot of working and a lot of self-improvement. Atlas, no pull. Atlas, no.
Go.
So the improvements that I made today is a lot of decisions towards being happier and bettering my environment, so that way my kid can have the best environment that she is capable of having when she is around me. And so as I progress and everything else, the stress that is being relieved is an undeterminable amount, because even a hard decision that I make throughout a day, as much as it might hurt, in the end, it seems to turn out to be better than I thought. And the only reason it hurt in the beginning is due to my thoughts of thinking the worst. So as I stop thinking the worst and I start replacing those thoughts, as an example of, you aren't good enough, I change over to, you weren't good enough, but you are getting better. And eventually you will be good enough for exactly who you want to be, and you will excel and exceed every expectation that you ever put into your own head. But it is a working process and a learning process, and sometimes it's really scary to take that step and be the person that you want to be, not the person that you already are. Atlas, no pull. No. Good boy. So, alright, we're almost back. So today is going to be a shorter one, and on the run, we're not here to talk about other people's problems. We're here to talk about the problems that I have, and we're going to start focusing more on the internal stuff, as the external stuff is just stuff I seem to blame, as I'm going throughout this life. And so versus giving myself grace, I am going to change that so I don't have to give myself the unwanted attention anymore. And as people are going through, they seem to learn, accept, and are happier in the end for the things that I decide to do, especially my child. So as we come to the end of On the Go today, Atlas, no pull. I just want to remind everybody why we're actually here, and remind everybody the reasons that we continue to go down a path. And it's either due to comfortability, not yet. It's either due to comfortability and staying the same, or it's either due to finally not wanting to be.
You show my face?
In a minute.
Okay.
Not wanting to be the person that you are anymore. And the easiest thing to do is stay comfortable and continue to make the mistakes over and over and over. Ooh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get inside.
And so, as I do make mistakes still, it is getting easier to not make those mistakes and think before I end up making them. So, moving forward, as I start to feel my body change, as I start to look on the outside and in, I am deciding to take a breath and take a step back and pause. And if people don't like that I'm not answering them right away, then that is their problem and it is not mine anymore. And thinking and being the person that you want to be is always going to be more important than thinking and being the person they want you to be. So on the go, look at your problems and stop blaming the external world for your internal problems, because we're here to work on ourselves and make everything the best that we can make it, and doing right by us and the people that we love around us. So don't think that you have to change anything in the external world or fix other people's problems, because the most important thing is fixing yours, and that will in turn help people work on theirs and grow and be better for the people that matter the most. So never forget that here on the Go, we're all about love, peace, and spreading kindness. And by doing that, we have to control our actions and control our hate and not let it spread. Because no matter what you say or do in this world, your actions will spread like a wildfire. So if you want to spread love and joy, be love and joyful. If you want to spread hate, I mean, that's unfortunate, but that's what you need to do. So in this life, we only get one life, and choose the life that you want it to be and make the decisions that are going to be right for you, not what's right for others. And on the go, spread love. Give somebody a hug. Tell them that they're great, because that's what I want this to be about. Later.